amongst the Muslims again.
Really?
Arguably UAE, as much as I've been there. In my experience with I lived in Qatar. I lived in Saudi Arabia. Arguably UAE, as much as I've been there. And my experience was such a difficult one. I decided that if I ever live amongst the Muslims again,
Really?
astaghfirullah, how horrible that sounds, it'll probably be like the Malays or the Indonesians.
Why?
It was just very stressful. There's a cultural difference that's not totally bridgeable by Islam.
Pakistani culture is the same, yeah.
If you can't bridge that with Islam, you just have an absolute foreign cultural divide. Me, as a born and raised American, I accept that Islam takes superiority over everything. I'm willing to let go of parts of my culture in order to practice the religion properly. I found that when I went to the Gulf, this wasn't the case. That led to a lot of conflicts and problems and stress, disappointed, failed expectations. It started to actually affect my iman. And so I just said, I need to get out of here.
That's the first time I've ever heard someone speak like that about Saudi or just general UAE countries. Usually everyone's like, yeah, it's hot, it's Muslim, come, it's great. Definitely culture does play a part. Culture in Islam, it gets confusing. And when you're born Muslim, you don't know sometimes what's culture and what Islam is if you haven't really looked into the religion properly.
I lived in Qatar.
Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shah, Barakati Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and a sincere Akim, pushing this word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And brother Mayam, it don't matter, where Jake go at. If you're an Israelite, you're under the curses. It don't matter where you go at in the world, the people not going to accept you there. The only way they're going to accept you there is if you got money. But, we just done watched the video where we had a Jake who went and lived in the UEA countries, or UAE countries, which is predominantly Muslims, and how he had a difficult time there. And then you heard the lady, or the sister, she expressed that, she don't have no difficult time there because that's her people. So no matter where Jake go at in the world, you're not going to find rest. These scriptures is the only book that can tell you why why we in the condition we in, why our women are harlots on the street, why our brothers have hatred and enmity towards each other, why our children are slain by the sword, why we languishing in the prisons, why we got bad health, why we at the bottom of society everywhere we go. And it says in Psalms 83, it talks about our enemies, and it goes into detail who our enemies is. And Ishmael is one of our enemies, But Jake is destroyed for lack of knowledge, and this is the only place that you're gonna come to be refreshed and get some rest. So you can go to Malaysia, you can go to all those other Muslim countries where you just now mentioned and think that you're going to find rest there, but it's not going to happen. This is the rest right here, this truth. It says Isaiah 28 verse 12, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And who's the most weariest people on the face of the earth? The Israelites. It says, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. This is the rush and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. Because Jake, this truth is not appealing to Jake. You know what I mean? Because Jake want instant gratification. He want to establish his kingdom here on earth, and he just want to live lovely here. You see? But it say, and this is the rest, the refreshing, yet they would not hear. So we already know 2/3 of Israel, their ears and their eyes are closed to this truth. And their destiny is to be cleansed by thermonuclear destruction. Continuing sitting. It says Hebrews 13 verse 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And that's what the prophets, the men of the Lord, we understand that this is not our home. We're not going to have no rest here. The other nations are not going to let us marry their daughters. Not going to bring us into their homes. The other nations are not going to come over here and rescue us. They saw us over here for the last almost 5 centuries. Basically at the mercy of our oppressor, with a bloody foot on our neck. They witnessed that. But you know what they did? You think they sent help over here? No. What they did was they came over here and established businesses here, and took the money back to their countries. You see? You see, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And it'll be here shortly. Lord willing, I'll be numbered among the elect. So I could partake, in the first fruits. You see? I'm praying, I hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.